make sure we've got everything up, and let's do this. Here's that open broadcasty stuff. Alright, there's my ugly mug. There's the dwarves. Looks reasonably good. See if the chat thing's working so everybody knows what the hell's going on. Alright, make sure we've got everything up, and let's do this. Ah, echo! Bad echo. Don't want to hear myself. That's awful. Terrible. Alright, there we go. What the hell was I doing? And where are my glasses? I have no idea where my glasses. Oh, there. Right in front of you. That's why. Let's see here. Let's see here. Ah, much better. Much better. Alright, so we set up our wood quantum stockpile, it looks like. Our farms are going okay. Would help if I actually selected the screen. F1, we got our wall up. We got our entrance. We do not have our archery post. We have not disassembled our wagon, which is something we're going to need to do next to get all of our loot in here, so to speak. Let's get that taken care of. We're going to do a custom stockpile. Enable all sorts of crap here, and then we're going to turn it off. Alright, we don't need wood. We don't need squishy refuse. We want the good refuse. We don't want corpses. We're not going to disable that. Furniture we're fine. Food, I think we got a stockpile for all that. We're good. Animals, weapons, and armor. Perfect. Let's see. Oops. B, D, check. There. Let's get this set up. We're going to just set that up in this hallway right here for the moment. That'll do. That'll do, big. That'll do. Alright, so. Food stockpile, check. Miscellaneous stockpile, check. First quantum stockpile for wood, check. We don't need these beds up here anymore. We can recoup those. Almost done on that sloppy floor. We can start chipping away at our stone there. We've got a bedroom set. We need tables and all that jazz. How many tables do we need? We're going to need 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. So let's go JM, Q, rock tables, 18, Q, rock thrones, 18, groovy. Alrighty, we're good there. We can unpause and let's disassemble the wagon. We just don't need that. Our statue has been placed. We can go R and I think that's good. Yeah. There. We have a statue garden and I think we're okay. Right? Statue? Yes? Good. I will make this a meeting area. And meeting area. There. That'll hold us over till we get our dining hall up and running. Okay, last of the chickens and birds need to go. Let's just make sure real quick while we clean that up. I'm going to double check our skill set here, and we're just going to go with give everybody animal care for the moment, just to see if that maybe helps speed along getting our lions and tigers and bears and chickens and oh my stuff where it needs to be. Ooh, that's good. Alright, where do we leave off? What do we got here? There it is. Lewis. What is that on your head? Beanie? No, bandana. Bad hair day, as I like to say. When I'm bored, I just throw it on and don't have to worry about doing my hair. So, I'd like to use the excuse that hairspray is expensive, but I normally use hair gel and it's not. But I just didn't feel like doing my hair today. Just one of those days. Alrighty, let's see here. Birds are going. The meeting area is gone, so they're all going to wander either to the pasture where they're supposed to be or do whatever it is they're going to do. Alright, we can start getting some cage traps and our weapon traps, hopefully. JM, and it looks like we already cleared out our wooden spike ball. So we can get our first 2 traps built. Build T, Shift T, weapon trap. No mechanisms. We're still short on our mechanisms. Crikeys. Needs mechanic. Alright. Double checking my skills. I realize that nobody has mechanic. Everybody's got mechanic. Nobody's special. We're good. So hopefully they get around to getting that done. Z, stockpiles. Drink 102. Food, we're okay. We're not awesome, but we're not okay. Maybe we are okay. I don't know. And conveniently, where we put the meeting area and our statue, we also have them grazing because it's above ground. Alright, how do you manage to play Dwarf Fortress like this? Very carefully? I don't know. Just years of tinkering with it is all. Trial and error. And it also, for me, I do environment management at my normal job, so managing systems and people and stuff like that is just what I do for a living anyways, and this makes it relatively interesting because I can throw these guys into a pit of lava if they piss me off. So, but you can't do it your day job, so in one respect it's a bit of a stress reliever for me. Because I don't have to really do much except tell them what to do, and then they'll get around to doing it someday, at some point. Alright, so we can keep tabs on our mechanism count here. We need at least 2 out of the way. Yay, autumn's arrived. Winter is coming. You know, I've never read a single one of those books, and I've never watched an episode of that show. After Lost and Battlestar Galactica, I ain't touching any television series now until the last episode. Not gonna do it. Just, Battlestar Galactica was awesome until that last episode. If I could go back in time and not watch that last episode, I would have been okay. But, same with Lost. All the seasons were great, that last season just fell apart. So, nope, I'll watch the Game of Thrones stuff when it's all done and over with. Just not all that interested. Alrighty, so you guys are doing your thing. Stockpiles are getting filled. Food seems to be doing okay. How's our booze count? We've only gotten 2 out of the way, but we've got plenty of meals going, and rock tables are coming along. So, let's head back down here. None of the tables have been delivered yet, but we should be getting a few here soon. No beds either, but they're probably backlogged. More furniture hauling, people. Make sure everybody has furniture hauling, probably would be a smart idea. Alrighty. Let's see, I've never been able to play Dwarf Fortress with a tile set. I always get confused. Well, if you started in with the ASCII and stuff like that, then yeah, it would probably be a little bit tricky. I started with tile sets, so for me, this is what Dwarf Fortress has always looked like. So I've tried switching up tile sets, but I tend to get far too confused on some things that tend to get duplicated in like Mayday or things like that. So this seems to be all around the easiest for me on the eyes. Alrighty, where are we at? 102. Okay, we're going to need another dig op. Okay, we're going to put that dig right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And we are going to put, and we'll snag that there just so it's out of the way. We're just going to put a quantum stockpile by our trade post of the stuff that we plan to sell off on a regular basis. So totems, crafts, we'll even throw mechanisms and blocks in that quantum stockpile just to get the clutter out of the way. So we'll throw old socks and stuff in that quantum stockpile. That way if we want to trade something, we can mark the quantum stockpile for automatic trade with DF hack. So they'll pile everything up. Everything in the quantum stockpile will get marked over for automatic trade. Who cares if all of our extra mechanisms end up in the trade depot? They'll just go get them from the trade depot. 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. Alrighty. BP. No, just T. No. P. There we are. Custom. Save one. Don't care about all this crap. Alright, so what are we going to put in our automatic trade pile? Well, we're going to put in a couple types of furniture items. We're going to hit type off right off the bat, and we're also going to forbid metal. Any metal that we have in this fortress we want to keep. So we'll remelt it, we'll pick another stockpile for it, whatever, but we don't want it to get into that pile of automatic goodies. We don't want any artifacts in there either. But what type of furniture do we want to stash in there? Useless crap that we probably aren't going to use. Mechanisms. We can always export those out as cheap, easy trade goods. Statues are another one. Just pump out statues to use up all that stone on the ground, and whatever excess stuff we can always sell. People like statues, right? Right. Refuse. Enable. We do not want the squishy ones, which are the first 3, and I think we don't want any of these. I think we'll go up here to item type, and we're just going to turn on a couple key ones, which should be legwear, armwear, footwear, headwear, handwear. That's your clothing. So any of our trash clothing we can always sell off and get rid of. It's not much, but it's something. Ammo. We're going to forbid. We don't use arrows, blow darts, thin arrows, double tipped. We'll keep anything that has the word bolt in it. Pretty much. Blow darts, don't care, bolt. Come in there, so there. And again, no artifacts. Lord knows how we'd get an artifact like that, but you never know, it can happen. Finished goods. Forbid. A couple types of finished goods that we don't want to deal in or deal with. There's going to be those god-awful goblets, musical instruments, toys, figurines, amulets, scepters, crowns, rings, earrings, bracelets, large gems, totems, and although books really isn't useful, books, we'll throw books in there too. There. That should be most of our miscellaneous crap that's going to pile up. And then we're going to put our quantums here. We'll do our 3x3 here. And then that one. Again, build C. Shift S, track stop. We're going to make sure it dumps to the east. I'm sure we'll use claystone, I don't care. Hauling route. Create one here, and for no, R for new, and for name. We'll call this export one. Stop, can that out. Put the cursor over here, stop, cursor here, press T. You end up memorizing it pretty straightforward, but here's the problem. Now we gotta do this all over again. Well, not really. We can, because it's pulling out of those 2 specific ones, we should be able to leave it just at full like that. Because it's never going to end up in the stockpile anyways, so we're good there. Vehicle, give it another minecart, there. So that should fill that next quantum stockpile. And looks like we're getting some lag on the stream again, so sorry about the lag on the stream. Unfortunately, the ISP is having issues in my region, so hopefully this all comes out. If it doesn't come out decent in the live stream, it's still getting recorded to the hard drive, and I'll just do a hard drive upload to YouTube, so we'll be able to retrieve it that way. Alright, so those guys are busy. Let's see if they've moved any of our beds in. Yes, we have one. Really? That's it? We got one bed out of that? Yeah, fine. Make a bedroom, and make it a dormitory. Yay, our first table. We can do this. Make a dining room. And make a meeting hall. So there we got that going for us. So now we have the statue and the dining hall. Hopefully they get all that populated out. We'll be good to go. So See if there's anything else I can do to try to shore up the stream. I don't think I really got much option. I got a guy coming out tomorrow morning. They're going to do some wiring checking and stuff and figure out what's going on, because my bandwidth is pretty much half of what it used to be, so we'll find out. Alright, we're going to need a military here soon, so I'm going to also throw in a rock armor stand. One. And we're going to stash our training center floor. 3, 4, 5. Max size, less 1. There we go. Yeah, no, because we'll put fishing place there. Right about here. It look good for a little dojo spot there, like a big little arena. Yeah, let's do that. And we'll burn through some more of our wood here. Let's make it all olive wood and guava and a little hazel, maybe some custard, and some macadamia. There we go. We'll just assume that they make a nice wood floor out of it or something like that. So, and then we'll end up putting the smack dab of that in armor stand. And then they can all train out there in the nice fresh air and work on their dwarfly tans. I guess. I don't know what the dwarves tan. I have no clue. Alrighty. That's moving along. Hoping we're getting some beds made here. Well, there's 2. That carpentry shop go? There it is. Still waiting on cages. They're still, unfortunately, hauling stuff from outside, which is a bummer. Ooh, what are these? Hippos? Wild boars. Alright, I'm going to hop over here to our Dwarven therapist, which you guys can't see, but there's the merchant. I'm going to find my hunter. If I have one. I really don't. I could make someone a hunter, I suppose. Trapper. Yeah, this guy's about as good of a hunter as we've got. Somebody's got a bow around here, maybe. Let's set Sealob for hunting. See if he can do any good. So that's Sealob Cepho or something like that. Let's go over here. And so the merchants are here. Let's head down. Q. I have nothing to trade, I don't think. Sort by value. I could do 1 or 2 barrels of prepared food. Yeah, let's see if we can squeeze out a little cash out of that. Alrighty. We have, it looks like our wood spiked balls. Do we have any mechanisms done? Yes, we do. So we can come down here, build, trap, weapon trap. Remember, the whole point of this trap hallway isn't to kill them outright. It's really to get them to dodge into the pit. So we're just going to use 1 wooden spiked ball and another wooden spiked ball. I'm trying to limit myself to 2 of any type of weapon trap. So we'll just put 2 little wooden spiked balls right here in the front. They dodge, they fall down a couple floors, smack, they climb back up, they try it again. If they get past our weapon traps, then we'll have 10 cage traps waiting for them. I try to limit 10 cage traps because you can just literally trap yourself in and for the most part be invincible, so that gets rather boring. Once trap avoid creatures start coming into the picture, then we got a world of hurt. Alrighty. Let's see if we can actually get our trader to show up. Yeah, come here. Request trader to be at the trading post. Let's see what happens. Alright, we're doing okay on cages. We're doing okay on mechanisms. Our anvil's in. We're reasonably... I think we got most of our crap in here. Yep, I think we do. If you can keep your initial embark lean and mean, then you have less stuff you gotta haul in later on. So that does work to a certain degree. And we need nests. 4, 5 birds, 20. That's just 25. Q. Wood nest box. Let's do just a quick 25. There, that ought to keep them busy. We've got the floor work to be done. We got beds that still need to be made. In fact, let's add an old workshop, another carpentry shop. Just so we can make sure we got enough throughput. If that makes any sense. Throughput. Yes, I like throughput. That's a good word. We're going to use throughput. Alrighty. Let's double check and see if he's made it down there. If not, I got to start working on actual bedroom definitions here. No, he's not there yet. F1, F2, F3. I'm going to come down here. Living quarters is always shift hotkey. F4, zoom. Big. Alright, so we need some bedrooms. We're going to go like this. That's a shift move there, one distance. Go all the way up. You can come in, and you can skip every other line by zoning them out like that. Yeah, you could probably write a macro for this, but at that point I could just write a macro to play the whole game. We don't need any of this excess hallway yet. Boom. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, door. So you got room for a door. Ditto for there. If you want, you can make the hallway 3 wide, like so. If you want a little bit more foot room. So you can put statues and whatnot along here, and you still have the 3 basic squares you're going to need for a decent room. 1 for a bed, 1 for a chest, 1 for a cabinet. Door. So you're still good. And let's do double doors into the living quarters there. So they'll get around to that. Our beds are slowly creeping in. We're going to get another carpentry spot up here. Everybody has carpentry last I checked. Dwarves. Yep, everybody's got carpentry, so we're good. So we're getting our initial stuff out of the way. Hey, Clune. What do we got here? Why is that chicken just randomly wandering around? You should be in one of these deals here. And you just don't seem to want to. I don't know why that is. Marked. Hey, maybe you're somebody's pet. That could be it. Yeah, that could be it. Yeah. Yeah, I see. Alrighty. Okay, looks like second carpentry shop is getting some work done. Looks like he's doing bed construction. Do we have a trader yet? No. Alright, well, we'll try the burrow trick. That is W, add a burrow. We're going to define a burrow right here. We're going to name the burrow trading post. Like so. There's our trading post. Now, we can back out one and see add a citizen to it. And I don't remember who my trader is. Let's find out. Nobles. Let's see here. Broker. Kubu, huh? Expedition leader. Fair enough. Alright. Back to our burrow. Assign Kubu to that burrow. Alright, so we'll see. Ooh, we have news. Limsword, in the month ago, group calling itself the Plank of Weakness, reclaimed the site on behalf of the Brown Diamond. Months ago, Brown Diamond left to reclaim the ruin. Kinder letters, blah blah blah. That's reclaim ruins. Making the expedition to the excavated furnace, blah blah blah. So it was a slow news week. We don't need a trade. Just send me some random stuff. Yes. 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 You want short swords. I have no granite, no metal yet. You're not getting short swords. Pearlash, maybe. Seeds. Wow, 119%. Got some extra seeds. I might be able to swing that. Can't go wrong. Alrighty. Now let's see if you showed up. No, what are you doing? No job. Broker can access depot. Get in there. Come on now, you can do it. Get in my trade depot. Move and hustle. Alright, let's find out what Kubu's doing. Give him a nickname too. Kubu, you are doing a whole lot of nothing right now. You are one of my farmers though, so I don't want to keep you there too long. Alright, let's see if you made it now. Alright, let's find you. Unit. Kubu, where are you? Let's see here. Z, go to unit. And F for follow. And you're just standing there with a barrel. So you're probably trying to haul the barrel and you can't because you're in a burrow. So we'll take you out of the burrow, let you finish what you're doing. Joy. That's some awesome pathing. Bedroom's filling up. Good. Alright, F3. Don't store. I know what I'll do. I'm going to come out here to Kubu and I'm going to strip you of all labors. You finish up whatever it is you're going to do. Then we're getting you back to the trade depot where you belong. Let's make sure our food made it. Alright, I think I have to use T. T if it's a building. There we are. And there's no way I'm going to scroll through all that. I'm just going to assume that we made it there. Come on. Unit, Kubu. Zoom to unit, follow. Why are you hauling rock? Really? Pretty sure I didn't put rock in any of these piles, did I? Could have been that stupid. Knowing me, probably. Settings. Of course I put stone in here. Why not? Disable. Yeah. Not the smartest. Alrighty. Still no trader. Guess he's got to finish dropping that rock off. Well, that explains why everybody's dragging feet. Alright, we should also have enough mechanisms now. Build traps. Cage traps. Let's get our 5 and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm out of mechanisms. That's fine. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Unit, zoom, follow. Alright, all you need to do is stop by the trade depot. Come on. There you go. Trade. And of course my food hasn't shown up. Ah, damn it. Goods. Let's see if there's anything else here. Sort by value. Spice barrel. Muscle biscuits. Quarter bush leaf biscuits. Anything that's food. Alright, I'm going to double check my labors and make sure I have trade good hauling on everybody. Which of course I don't. Go fig. Alright, everybody's got trade good hauling. We'll just keep spamming and waiting. Trade, no. Crossing fingers. Hoping upon hope that somebody will get off their duff and haul some food down there. In fact, let's grab somebody that's relatively useless from that second migrant wave. Migration wave. Oh, crap, they're already clearing out. Clear all labors. Trade good hauling. Go, 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 go. Queue. Trade. Anything? No. Come on. I'd be irked if I haul that food in there and then they leave. Ooh, come on, come on. There's some food. There's some food. Come on. Haul it. Haul it. Alright. Let's see if we can score some. Ah! Now the trader's not there. Fuck. I hate you, you little midgets. Hate. Alright, well, that was a bust. He probably went off to drink. Alrighty. He's bringing the items to the depot that he's supposed to be trading. Not good. Chance? No. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Seconds count here. There's barrel 1, there's barrel 2. Ah, damn it. Well, that ends that. No trader needed a depot. Anyways. Oh well, nothing to be done about that. We gave it a shot. Alright. Let's fix our pause here, and let's see if I can fire up. Where's that OBS crap here? There. And let's see if we can get it so you guys can see. The DF window capture. Here we are, and we'll call this DT. Therapist, Dwarf therapist, refresh, click OK. Let's see if you guys can see it. There we go. Alright, so what we're looking at here is Dwarven Therapist. And the way I tend to manage my guys, by and large, is I select everybody and I clear all their labors. Boom. Completely naked now. What I then do is I'll sort some key people, like the mining guys. I'm going to select them and I say I have a bunch of pre-done citizens, more or less. This is to help me organize them. And I've posted in some of my past videos where there's a Dropbox link for these so you can make your own. But I start with base citizen. What every dwarf should know how to do. And you'll see kind of the behaviors here. The key thing about it is stone hauling and push and haul vehicle are never enabled by default. And this is just to prevent people from wasting a lot of time. So we say, yeah, you're going to be a base citizen, and then on top of that, I'm going to say, you're also a miner. And I click OK. So now I can sort by profession. See how that works? Now, to make it easier, you might want to start here. We'll do this all over again, clear all labors. Since everybody is going to be a base citizen, you can all go base citizen, boom, and then you can go sort by profession. Now I can kind of see, okay, here's my base citizens, my pool of citizens, and I say, you're going to be miners, boom. Alright, I need at least 2 farmers, so let's see who's got some farming skills. These 2 guys, perfect. So I go like this, customize, farmers. Notice I turn a lot of stuff off with farming because I want them focused specifically on food. Alright, I'm going to need a brewer and a cook. I've only got 1 guy to spare. Customize, brewer, and then I'll just tick on cook. So now I can see these people based on what they're supposed to be doing. You are a craftsman, and I go to my craftsman. I'm going to make you a carpenter. So I can kind of self-organize this. Let's see here. You are not very useful for much anything here. You can fish though, so let's make you a fisherman. Customize fisherman. Boom. Alrighty, I need a mason. Customize crafter. And tick masonry. Commit. So now I got 2 crafters, brewer, 2 farmers, fishermen, miners. And I could have a second fisherman. That's really not going to do me a lot of good. I have a catch-all that I use, which is customize. And we have commoner. Commoner handles all the skills and stuff that is not concerned with quality. I don't really care about the quality of your wood burning. I don't care about the quality of fish dissection or spinning or shearing or any of that crap. So there's our citizenry now. Brewer, commoner, crafter, farmer, fisherman, miner. We double check some of our hauling logistical skills down here. The farmers, we're okay. We don't have a huge population where we have to have them super specialized. So we'll give them some trade good hauling, and we'll give them probably furniture hauling there. So the disadvantage now is since we've specialized, we've only got 1 guy doing carpentry. We don't have any wood cutting at all. So that's a bit of an issue. But our commoners can do some plant gathering. So that's what I'm doing in the background when I say I'm switching back over to Dwarven Therapist, is I'm just kind of managing through these type of things. Not too exciting. So we'll turn DT off. Back to the game. And we'll unpause. Hopefully we get our next migrant wave here, which we are in desperate need of. The problem that we're sitting at right now is that we're so tight on our labor pool that we've only got 1 guy that can churn out now all of our woodworking. He's going to skill up like a madman. As he builds that floor and he does his other tasks, great. Disadvantage though, we got no cushion. I got nobody to do anything like be a soldier or anything like that. But we are going to be getting close now. The traders have left. So we're kind of now opened up because the next season, that caravan that left is taking with it some data. Once they leave the map, which they've just done now, we now exist in the game world. So as the seasons go by, it's only a matter of time before the goblins find us, before Lord knows what else comes looking for us. We now are an entity in World Gen as the seasons go by that it can kind of pick up on. So it's going to be important for us to get our traps set up and get some more infrastructure. Build, workshop, H, fishery. Let's put that on the north side. Somebody will get around to it. And we need our bedrooms. How are those coming along? Making progress. Not a lot. Build doors, planning mode. Let's throw a door here and a door here. Yay, we've got plenty of tables and no chairs next to the tables, and yeah. But we've got plenty of beds now in our dormitories, so hopefully people will be a little happier about that. Since I don't have anybody with stone detailing, I can pre-queue this up, so they'll get around to it when they get around to it. How's our food? Our booze is starting to get low. I'm not liking that. I am not liking that at all. Kitchen, we're okay. Quarry bush leaves, we're fine. Cave wheat, we're fine. Seeds, only 1. I think I gotta process those to a bag before I get those seeds back out. Which means we're gonna need build, workshop, W for farmers, yeah. Farmer's Workshop. Let's put it right here north of this little lake. Sit you out a little longer. Somebody will get around to it. Alright, who else we got here? This is a name that does not ring a bell. What is that? The Umber 2? The Umber 246? Hello, the Umber 246. Glad to have you stop by. Check our management. 421 7. We're chipping away at it. Not as much as I'd like, but we're chipping away at it. For those of you that caught all those suspended jobs, those are all those pending chairs and tables. So we're still working away at those. Alrighty. Come on, guys. Dig faster. There should be 3 of you doing your thing. But since they're default and standardized dwarves, they're busy hauling wood and doing all the logistic stuff. So we're trying to get as much of our scrap wood, especially what we got sitting out here, back inside of our fortifications. Because if we get a big nasty something coming in, we're going to have to figure out what we're going to do. Speaking of big nasties, I'm also going to queue up at this point another layer of drop. So they dodge to the left or the right, and they go. We'll sneak as much of those build jobs in as we can over time. The further down that goes, the more chance of breaking legs. If you go about 10, yeah, I think it's about, 10, you're pretty much going to explode when you hit the ground. I don't want to go that far, actually. I want them to be like legs broken. The reason is once we dig down further enough, we're going to go up a couple levels, have some fortifications, and then have our archers shooting down into that pit as well. So I don't want them dead. I want them for target practice. All right, looks like we got another migrant wave here. Let's unpause, let them come in. Coming in here from the left here. Looks like we've got, what, 2, 3, 4, 5, warm bodies, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wow, a big wave. 10. Pretty much double the population of my fortress. Yeah, looks like some more poultry. Yay. Just 2 birds though. Alright, let's make sure we get those 2 birds, a gosling and a keat. Get those, make sure they're automatically pastured. Those guys are going to come in and chill in our awesome incomplete dining hall or the statuary garden up above. One of the 2. But now I'm going to go back to, and I'll throw this up just so you can see again. We go up group by and we go to migration wave. And here's that migration wave that we just got here. Once I hit refresh, there's the new guys that came in. I'm going to right click them all, customize, base citizen. Then I can go back, profession, and now I can start picking people out of this for various things based on what we need. We need a dedicated brewer, we need a dedicated cook. Nobody's really into that, so we already have a fisher guy. So basically these guys are pretty low on the totem for what we can assign them to do. Let's sneak over to military here real quick and see if any of these people are decent. Armor use, yes. You're female. I only can use males. I don't need kids out in the middle of the battle. So nobody of real merit there yet. So let's put these people to work. I am going to grab. You look pretty useless. Reg, you are going to be my new cook. So customize cook. I can unclick cooking here, and I can click cooking here. Oops, wrong one. Cook, there. Alright, so we now have a dedicated cook, we have a dedicated brewer. Let's get a second brewer. Customize, brewer. That's the one thing I'm nervous about the most. Alright, I'm going to need, I got 1 mason, 1 carpenter. I'm not thrilled about that. Let's get a second carpenter. Here, crafter, carpenter. Let's get a second mason. Customize crafter, masonry. Okay. I'll pause this for a minute here just so they don't get too far ahead of me. I do like having 4 farmers, but I can live with 2 for now. We're going to need bone carving, stone crafting, and a mechanic. So let's customize crafter. He'll be our stone crafter. Customize crafter. He'll be the bone crafter. Just so we can start using up some of our other resources here. We are going to need a leather. Well, we can hold off on the leather worker for now, I suppose. Customize crafter mechanic. Alright, I'm going to do my first hauler. So I'm going to clear all his laborers, customize hauler. This is the guy that does the cart pushing and stone hauling for things like the quantum stockpiles. One guy should be enough for now. It is the standard one. Starts with a P. I can never remember the name. I remember what it's called here. I should have it here. Lazy new pack stuff graphics. Phobos, I believe is how you say that. Phobos is the texture pack. So I got 2 more base citizens. I don't really know what to do with them, but this guy looks like he's got some medical skills. Customize. I'm going to set him as a shaman. The shaman that I have here, or shaman, depending on what part of the world you're in, he's basically the doctor. But because he specializes only in medical, it leaves him idle for a lot of stuff. So I don't mind having a few extra of those. They're good for socializers too. If you have somebody that you look at their personality profile and they're like, this guy would be great at social, you just make him a shaman or something. This guy is pretty much useless here as well. I think I'll make him a stone detailer. Crafter and stone detailing. He can finish up the smoothing job down in the barracks. That might make her be happy. Alright, so we're out of here. Let me turn this back off so we can get back to the game. There we are, my ugly mug, and the game is afoot. So, yep, there it goes. He's going to start doing that stone detailing. He'll haul ass, do his thing. I remember about the zoom. I remember about the zoom. Page up, page down, no. And okay, so we're getting close. We're also going to pre-smooth our bedrooms. We don't want to set those bedrooms up until they're smoothed. It's just too much happiness and joy and joyfulness and all that jazz. So we might as well just let them do that. You guys are busy doing your thing. So we get another depth on that. That's a little bit better. Okay, good. Once I get those bedrooms dug out, I'll temporarily set most of our people to stone smoothing so we can get those bedrooms taken care of, and all should be good. Drink 110. We're moving up. This is good. At some point we're going to need extra barrels, but our carpenter is going to be skilling up here like mad. That's the sound I like. Our wooden cages are done. So we only made 20 because we only used 10 traps at a time, so we've got some spares. That's all that's for. You know, one of these days I gotta get a coffee cup big enough so that I can actually have one whole cup of coffee for the entire stream. Then it would get cold, and then I'd be right. There's no winning with coffee. My nemesis. Alright, did we start any of our nest boxes yet? Oh, of course not. Mechanisms are moving along though. Can't go wrong there. In fact, let's double check and see if we got enough for a few more cage traps. Build, trap, cage. There. 3 more. 2, and 3, and 1 mechanisms. That's fine. So, yeah, that little spot is just our entirety of our cage traps. Right there. That's all we get. We're boned if somebody decides to wander this whole mess, or if they have trap avoid. So, eventually we'll be building a small bridge right here to try to seal the fort if necessary. I try not to do that though because it's so damn cheaty. Of course, that's a relative sliding scale, so by all means, feel free to seal yourself up in a fortress if you need to. No point in making it easy for them. almost done with our beds. A little more progress on the carpentry side of things. Alrighty. How we doing? Okay, we've got plenty of stuff in our overflow stockpile, so we're okay. We have crafting, so we can probably do this. Actually, no, let's not queue that up. I don't want to clog it. This is our... Alright, you're on wooden nest box duty. Got it. Yay! We finally have some tables and chairs where people can sit and be all chill and happy. Our stone smoother, he's cleaning up as best as he can our barracks, so those will look nice. And hopefully our doors will not go prematurely insane and slit our throats in the middle of the night. Our dig operation is done on our bedrooms, so we can get these queued up for smoothing. This looks like some people are getting some pretty awesome looking walls. What are those made out of? Oh, yeah. Yeah, hey, anybody want to sleep in a bedroom where one of your walls is made out of solid silver? Yeah. But you know what else that means? We have silver. That means silver warhammers. Oh, 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 oh. Alright. You guys have got that queued up. Let's get a couple more people on smoothing duty. I'm going to put the fisherman on smoothing duty as well. If anything, that'll give him something to do when it says, oh, don't tell the elves all the fish are gone. Well, what else is the fisherman going to do if he's in that situation? Go smooth something. When the next update comes where that numerical priority or whatever hopefully comes along, hopefully we'll be able to say, yeah, fishing is a priority, then smooth walls, and have some more granular control over that, because that would be nice. I could say, farming, top priority. Brewing booze, top priority. Everything else secondary. So that would be nice, because then I can take like my miners and say, yeah, mining is your number one priority, or do this. And then I can have another set of miners where they might have a bigger priority and then they mine in their spare time. Got nothing to do? Go mine. Alright, they are really pounding out the tables and chairs. This is good. That is really good. Ooh, we got a save. Winter has come. I'm sure it would make perfect sense to have a giant ice wall somewhere that we could defend horribly. I don't know, I get little clips of that show. I don't really follow it, and I don't want to get too involved. I don't even know who any of the character names are in the show. So hopefully when I go read the book, I'll be cool. That's another thing I don't do. I don't read book series until they're all done, or at least there's like 7 of them. Something like that. It's easier just to read books that are only by dead people. That way no new books are coming along. Unless you're Frank Herbert's kid. Yeah. Way to drop the ball on that one. Alright, tables are done. Dormitory is looking decent, I suppose. Somebody grew up to a stray rat. Is it just me, or is in the last release animals growing up really, really fast all of a sudden? Alright, we've got plenty of tables. That'll hold us over till we get some awesome metal tables. What we'll do is when we redo the dining hall, we're going to do half of it, move everything over, then we'll do the other half and then move stuff back and that kind of a thing. Alrighty. So you guys all have chairs. Should be nobody complaining about that now. How's our surface doing? We've got enough in the way of farmers. I feel comfortable turning on our gathering option. Where we can hit G. And we can hit G. There's nothing really to gather over here for the most part, but we'll set it up anyway. There. So now we have some options for gathering stuff. Berries, fruits, nuts, all that kind of crap. Advantage, that's going to supplement our food a lot. Disadvantage, that's a lot more. We go J, that's going to be more work orders. That's going to be more things that can tie up their time that we can't necessarily specialize in. But since I've only got, I think, 2 guys marked for plant gathering, it shouldn't impact us. There's a plant gathering, yeah. our commoners have planned gatherings, so our specialists aren't going to get confused. You can save a lot of time with the stone QS by having 2x3 SP with rad. You can have this stone core QS by having 2x3 stone stockpile with 3 wheelbarrow. Yeah, but I only use 1 wheelbarrow because I don't want more than 1 guy feeding that stockpile. That's really low priority for me, is hauling the stone for the most part. I could put the stockpile next to the place, but they gain strength pushing the rock. So if I have them doing the wheelbarrow thing, I'm losing out on getting their strength stats up. It's like a cross-training thing that I picked up on. Maybe later on when I have like maybe 4 or 5 haulers, we'll kind of tweak that. But for now, we're fine. We're A-okay. Just because we're building our faculties nearby where we're grabbing the stone, so armor stand is complete, but our floor isn't done yet. But we're getting close. So it looks like we're left with mechanisms, 3 more beds. Our booze queue is still queued up, so we're okay there. Our meals are almost done. Wooden nest box we haven't started on yet because I don't have a wood crafter. I just realized that. So we're going to cancel that job. Here's why we're going to do that. We're going to instead do rock nest. Nest, not next. Nest box. 25. Because we do have a stone crafter, so we'll have him do nest boxes, skill up. Problem solved. It saves us a little wood, I suppose, because we're going to be getting here to trying to get some forges set up here soon. We need metal, bad. We do need metal, something fierce, so we'll see how that plays out. I think the middle of our wood floor is done. Let's check. Just use the cursor here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, it is. So we can do this. Build armor stand right there. So that will be where our dwarves will be training for the most part. We'll set up a shooting gallery somewhere later on. Probably on the 2nd floor. We're going to build a 2nd floor for part of this, so just because I think it'd be kind of cool. Normally I just do a wall and there's a walkway and that's pretty much all there is to it, but I think this time I'm going to do something a little fun in the middle. So build, see down, I need downstairs right here, and we'll make it out of date palm. You can kind of see where we're going to have a lot of trimming to do. You have lots of trees close to you. Yeah, I gotta get those. I gotta get those pruned down here soon. Unfortunately, though, I need at least 1 more migrant wave before I can really start getting that taken care of. Because the moment that those logs come down, I need to get them cleared out. We can't have them sitting out there. So we'll be doing roads, though, I think. Gather zone right here, just so we can pick some of those fruit trees in there. Our fishing dude is doing his thing. That's good. Can't go wrong. Our floor is getting built. 10 idlers. The hell? Pause. Read dwarves. Why are you idle? Crafters, you've got plenty of work to do. Sort by current task, current job. There we are. No job. Why do you have no job? You are a skilled brewer. You've got plenty of brewing jobs. Aha, barrels. I bet you that's half my problem right there. Jam, Q, wood, barrel. Let's get a full load of 30. Q, wood, bin. 30. And just to be careful, I'm going to all those guys that were idle, and I'm going to temporarily give them carpentry. There. That ought to clear out our idler pool here. Get you guys busy. Finish that floor out and get all of our barrels cooking. Alright, our miners aren't doing much. Dig H. We're going to channel down another layer. We got a ways to go, so that'll also keep them busy. Boom! There goes my floor. Yeah, there's not much I can do about the latency at this point. I got a guy coming out tomorrow. He's going to check. It could be the modem or it could be a local area. It's normally through my work day. This is my office after all. My work stuff is over there. I listen to streaming radio at this time of year, Christmas music, and like either Pandora or iHeartRadio was starting to hitch a lot and stutter. And it started about 4 days ago, and it got so bad that I got kicked off of my work's VPN. For a good hour, come up for about 15 minutes, go back down for 20. So it's a miracle I'm streaming right now. So hopefully the YouTube cut, when I get around to it, will not have the issues, at least for archive purposes. So again, I do this more for historical rather than hysterical posterity more than anything else. Just some dude just sharing his spare time. Some historian 100 years from now will find this video and he's like, geez, were people really that dumb? Yeah, pretty much. So, we'll see. Yeah, floor's moving along. I can set up this now as a barracks bar. There. I always thought of it kind of the old gung fu and martial arts kind of a training arena. Was kind of the idea I had behind building them like that. Is it'd be kind of cool. Put some statues around the outside. Maybe have Jackie Chan sitting there, sitting on a bunch of bottles. Kid you not, spiritual kung fu. One of my favorite films is. It is both hilarious and awesome at the same time. So it never was into the Drunken Master one though. But the Chan is the man. He may not have the Bruce Campbell chin, but he is the man. Mechanisms are moving along. Easy Mules moving along. Nest boxes haven't started, but we do have some barrels started. So hopefully that'll keep our booze guy busy. I thought invaders can climb over one-high walls now. If they feel that they don't have a shorter path, yes. Because we have an entrance to our fortress, the movement penalty for climbing is really, really high. Like, ridiculously high. I think it's like a 50 move count. So they're going to go down through the death tunnel for the most part. They're not going to bother climbing. They will climb, though, if they're fighting outside and they dodge up into a tree. Then all bets are off. But we're going to be taking care of our upper floor here in a little bit. We do have that part. We just have to trim out some of the trees now, which unfortunately I'm going to have to start now rather than later. So we're going to go on about 5 maybe. Boom. And we'll come down here. Boom. Come over here. No trees over here. Now, the reason we built that staircase up here, and we're going to have to trim out some of these trees in the process here, is we have to build out, let's see, floor. We're doing an overhang. So what's going to end up happening, see where the pink X is here? We're going to build a floor here, and then we're going to build a giant fortification here, all the way out to here. And we'll do the same up here once we get this cleared out. And then we're going to build the fortifications down here, and then we're going to take this floor out and finish the fortification. What this does is creates an overhang like this. Here's our wall. Here's where the new fortification is built. Enemies can't climb upside down. It's actually a great trick if you play Minecraft and you're worried about spiders climbing up over a wall. Have a 1-block overhang. They can't climb upside down. So that's our solution to that. Alrighty. But we've got a lot of wood cutting to do. Now, once we get this cleared out, we're going to have our carpenter, or carpenters in this circumstance, we're going to make a bunch of training axes, and we're just going to send everybody out on a wood cutting run and just get it done in one shot. I do drawbridge doors once in a while. I find more often than not, though, by the time because I barely pay attention when I'm playing this, usually there's too much rattling around in my head, and I ask somebody to pull a lever, it's already too late. So I kind of got away from that. If they build an artifact door, I'll punch out a hole in the wall and put an artifact door there, since that can't be destroyed, and I can just lock it real quick. No user intervention needed. Our beds are done. Our barrels are going to start hopefully moving along here. Hopefully we get some wooden bins going. So we've got, yeah, you're doing barrels and you're doing barrels. So we'll get all those busted out here. Booze is holding steady at 110. Seeds are doing okay. We got some fish piling up, which is always good for our meals. We're 7 left before we have to refill that. So far, so good. Hopefully we can get our nest boxes up and running, and we can start getting our chicken, duck, goose, turbacon, whatever the hell we want to call it, explosion going. Once we have so many birds that we can't keep up with the butchering, we're in a good position. Great classic games. Let's see, what is that? Voluntas inclination? Am I getting that right? Voluntas? Well, thank you, Voluntas, for stopping by. I always appreciate people hanging out. I try to do what I can. I'm not much of an entertainer, so just some dude hanging out in his office, kind of just sharing what little free time I get. So I figure if anything, I'll serve as an example to people of what not to do. So we'll see how it plays out. Okay. Let's see, jam good. Alrighty, our dig ops. They're still chugging along. Bummer. Our frame rate is still holding good, thank God. Alright, we do have our farmer workshop. I'm just going to do process plant and put that on repeat until it kills. I don't think we have enough leather to process that, so I think it's probably just going to end up killing out right away, but we'll throw it there. Hopefully we can get enough chicken leather and stuff going here soon, but okay, those guys are gathering. Fair enough. Let's check and see how we're doing. Yeah, we're starting to get yams and muckroot and olives and all that fun stuff. If it can be cooked or brewed, I prefer they just brew it. For now, because we need booze more than we need anything else. Seeds, we're holding okay. Booze and mussels, good. That means we're also getting shells. Shells are good for export, and in a pinch you can make some crappy armor out of it. It's not terribly useful, but it's something. Alrighty, our temporary stockpile is plumb full. I think we can get a few more of our cage traps done. Okay, we're good there. So that'll finish up our cage traps. Let's see here. And what else can we do here? You're still smoothing the dormitory, so that's still an issue. But it's a pretty awesome looking dormitory at this point. So at least if people are chilling in there, then they're not miserable because the decor is awful. Once we get somebody who's got some decent skill, we'll have them come back in and grave the walls. People will shut the hell up. Do you use the eggs for prepared meals? Not for a while. There's like a critical level where you're producing enough eggs and stuff where you really can't cook them fast enough. Then I start using the eggs. But until then, I really need them to get that population of waterfowl going. So the butcher can't butcher them fast enough, and we can't keep the eggs from hatching fast enough. Once we get there, yeah. What I'll do is I look at the stock screen. I'll look at eggs. If I've got less than 100 eggs, then I don't let them use eggs for cooking. If I have more than 100, then yeah, they can use it for cooking, that kind of a thing. I wish that like there's a seed watch tool that DF Hack has that's will turn on the ability to cook seeds if you have too many. I'd really love to see that as a tool for eggs. If there's more than 100 eggs, cook them. If there's less than 100 eggs, don't cook them. That would be kind of cool, but who knows? Maybe somebody will get around to it. Alrighty here. We're doing okay. We've got a barracks. We don't have any soldiers yet, which is a bummer. I might do forced conscription once we get enough population, but right now we're sitting at 21 dwarf. That's not really that good. Alrighty. Now, we're kind of in a stable lull. Our booze is rising. Our food is rising. I think we're safe enough. I'm going to hop over to Dwarven Therapist. I'm going to sort by race just because it's easier. And I'm giving everybody stone detailing. I want them to go up in there and get those bedrooms ready. So we're sending the whole team up there. I get to see it now. You dwarves! Smooth everything! Screw what you're doing! Smooth stone! It's the important thing. But I was going to feed my child. Nah. Smooth it. Priorities. I keep running into issue when my farmers let plump helmets rot in the field. Any idea how to stop this? Yes, don't make giant farms. If you look here, the most efficient size that I found, I only have one. It's 3 by 5. No bigger. You literally can feed a fortress of 400 people on just these 5 farms. One for each type, and there's a dimple cup up here that I don't use until later. That's it. Don't make them too big, because the amount of time it takes for them to harvest it, they rot anyway. So why make it bigger than it needs to be? And this is the one I found is probably the most efficient, 3 by 5. If you make them any bigger than that, yeah, they'll plant it all, but then it rots and you don't get your seeds back. And then you run out of seeds. And then you're like, oh shit, what am I going to do? So, yeah, don't make super giant farms. It's not worth your time. So, that's how I solved that problem. And I ran into that for 2 years. And then it occurred to me, because I was always making them the maximum size farm. And I realized, well, everything's rotting and I'm not getting any seeds out of it. And then everybody starves to death. And, well, hell, I'm being stupid. So, don't be stupid. Only build a farm as big as you need. You can always build another one. That's the key. You can always build another 3 by 5 if you're running short. But when you make them 20 by 20 or 10 by 10, yeah, it's like hitting yourself in the face with a hammer. It's never a good idea. Which reaction creates more than one seed back? Brewing. Brewing, you get multiple seeds back from what I remember. Alrighty, our SWAT team, if you want to call them that, is almost done with the smoothing. We'll get some doors in the planning mode here. Boom, boom. Okay, let that run for a cycle or two. Do I have any doors queued up? No, let's get some doors. JMQ. Door, rock, be 30. Never have too many doors. Love me 2 times, and I'll go away. Alright, here we go. Beds, we'll put them in planning mode. And let's get some bedrooms started. Once you guys finish on that side of the hallway. So the SWAT team's done. Our smoothing job is taken care of. Smoothing makes a lot of noise. It will wake up your dwarves. That's why we're doing it ahead of time. Just so we don't wake everybody up. Beds. Alright, let's get our next round of beds in. So does cutting wood, and it goes by Z depth, and it's a radius of 5, I think. So 5 levels up, you're going to wake people up if you're cutting wood. So keep that in mind if you're doing like underground stuff. Shrooms. Cabinets we'll put in planning mode, and we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then we need containers. When you use planning mode in containers, it's only going to use coffers. So don't worry about bags and things like that getting used up. They'll only use coffers. So your rock coffers, metal coffers, that kind of stuff. So there we got some room. We don't have any coffers set up, so we know it's 9 to 9, so 18. So let's add rock coffers, 18, Q, rock cabinets, 18, and that'll give us some more skill up for our dudes. We'll find out how many beds we're short here in a little bit. What can't you do? Cannot reach sight. See. Yeah, you'll get there. You don't worry at all. Alright, so it looks like 18, 17, 16, 15, 14. And Q beds can be 14. There. So we've got guys doing some cool, awesome food stuff. Let's crack open our kitchen here. There. We're going to relocate our kitchen down here, I think. That'll do. Alright, so our first brewing batch is done. Our first 30 brewing jobs. Let's restuff that queue. Brew drink from plant, 30. Let that go on. Door. There we are. Now, disadvantage, we only have one mason so far. So we've got problems there as well. We've got a developing backlog of mason work and things like that. So we're finally out of plump helmet spawns, so we've hit that kind of peak point. But we have plenty being planted as well. Plus, with the gathering upstairs, we should be okay keeping our booze up and running. We are short, if you look down at the bottom down here, we are short leather bags, something fierce. Those are seeds just chilling. We really need to get some leather going here somehow, some way. Which is a problem, but it's a problem that we really can't do much about right now. Nest box, still waiting on those. I'm assuming because our crafting place is log jammed with wooden, nest box. Which means we need to make sure we have wood crafting. I'm going to give everybody, this is a SWAT team kind of a deal, wood crafting. That way they can get those nest boxes out of the way. Because really, do we care the quality of a nest box? No. The chicken ain't going to give a damn. And I sure as hell ain't going to hang around and admire the handiwork of a nest box. Nobody does that. It's gross. If you've ever raised chickens in your life, yeah. But we are going to need a place for underground grazing at some point, and we're going to need a place to put all these chickens. So our next dig operation is we're going to expand this way. This is where we're going to stash all of our chickens. All of our poultry, once we breach the cave, which we still need to do, we're going to put all of our poultry in this one room. This is for 3 reasons. One, in case they attack with something that's flying, like a flying giant grasshopper mount, our walls are going to be useless. 2, because there's no breeding at a distance anymore, we're going to have to lock up our males and our females together so they hang out and chill. 3, I don't want the dogs or any of the animals kind of getting up in their grill, so to speak. I do not need my livelihood, which is going to depend on all these birds, impacted or jeopardized. So, no. We'll have to watch the rest of this on YouTube. It's 1 in the morning for me, and I have to be up at 6:30. Thank you for stopping by, more Dwarf Fortress. I'm always glad. This will get posted over to YouTube. I will try to sneak in some other content also on YouTube. I don't know if I'll end up streaming it. Usually because, like, if we're playing League of Legends, my friends are the least PC people you're ever going to meet. So half of the match conversations I wouldn't even be able to use. So, but if I can, I'll throw that stuff up too. Thank you for stopping by. All right, it's 6 p.m. I got to get some chores done, people. I'm going to hit save here at this point. We got our chicken room taken care of. Again, wherever you are, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. I'll see you guys around. Thank you for stopping by.